contest master sir, fellow Toastmasters. Desi. Desi is the term used by the people of subcontinent for the people of subcontinent. But I would rather characterize it in a different way. Desi is not a name given to a creed or a culture or a people of a different, of a specific ethnic background, but it is the state of mind. It is a state of mind given that it can come to any person, anywhere, at any time. But typically, Desi is the state of mind which comes to those people who go for the greener pasture, leaving behind illiterate, unconscious, backward sort of people back home. But they exhibit certain characteristics. These characteristics are common across the board. In the area of food, when they put their step on a foreign land, they adapt themselves to the local custom and tradition of taking food. They leave behind their well-entrenched habits of eating. They switch from pizza to paratha, from double roti to bread, and they switch from steak to seekh kebab, and they switch from the bread to chapati. Every week, going to Iqbal Bhai's grocery store in the next town is their weekly ritual to buy shan masala and ruh afza. Whether it is somebody's wedding anniversary or a birthday in a family or a person getting a job, it will always be celebrated in Riaz uncle's dhaba shop. But they switch back to their original tone, which is whenever they come back for holidays back home, they look for the nearest fast food chain of McDonald's because their stomach can't stand the spiciness of Pakistani food. In their religious life as well, they change their spiritual paradigm, their religious rituals, sending out the forwarded emails of weekly dua routine is a must-do thing. Similarly, looking for the non-halal ingredients in Heinz ketchup, in Kellogg's cereals, and Walmart's bread is a must-do thing. Similarly, it is their religious duty to look for anti-Islamic brands when there is a campaign going on. So no Nike, no Kraft cheese. But Boeing is a difficult issue because Airbus flights don't match with the wedding plans back home and the holiday trip. Their viewing habits also change. Their preferences change from National Geographic to GeoTV, from Star World to Star Plus, from Steven Spielberg to Karan Johar's latest attraction. Oh yes, I forgot. The wedding ceremonies and marriages are part and parcel of the desiness. Whether the wedding is going to be held and the marriage is going to be held between the bride and groom, whose families are living next door to each other in Bradford, London or New York. The wedding ceremony has to take place back home thousands of miles away. Similarly, the invitation cards have to be given to each and every class fellow and the colleague in the office, irrespective of the fact that most of them don't even care that whether this ceremony is taking place or not, or don't afford to take a flight to a Desi land. Last but not the least, Desiness and the being Desi has a very typical and very unique characteristic. Whenever Desis go back home and make their homeland a permanent home again, they leave aside their Desiness and become the experts in their own country. Similarly, Desis have the role models, and the role models are always engineers and architects and doctors, but not chefs because they are bawarchis. Having said that, the most interesting characteristics of the Desis is that, like similar foes, they repel each other and they avoid each other. Hence, Desis are always somebody who have this ingrained capability of switching minds whenever they go. Back to the contest masters.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Fahim Zaman, for such an entertaining speech. For the next contestant, I would like to ask the guest